Hey. Listen, it is Monday. Happy Monday to everybody. It is September the 26th in the beautiful city of Raleigh, North Carolina. The temperature is a calm and mild 78 degrees. And we are here and you guys are popping in. Mike, I see you. Sheila, welcome. Happy Monday. Good to see you. Herbie. Good to see you, Columbia. Yeah, thank you. As you come in, please let me know where you are viewing from. I always love to hear from you guys. What's up, Eric? Thank you. Midland, Georgia. I'll be in Savannah. I think this weekend I'll be in Savannah, Georgia. So hopefully that's not too far from you. If you're able to come through, we'd love to see you. Jonathan, what's happening? Good to see you. Kwame, what's happening? Good to see everybody. Terry was good. What's up, Rudolph? Good to see you. Shreveport, Louisiana. Andy, Strong Island, New York. You guys are popping in. It's Monday. I am excited about hanging out with you guys this Monday. I'll put the information on my social media. I'll post it. Eric, are you close? Are you close to Savannah? Marvin, good to see you, sir. Portsmouth, Virginia. Good to see you. Chris, Newport News. We are popping up in here, and I am glad to see everybody. I'm excited. What we're going to do today, and most of you guys was on here. And don't forget to like. You know, I seen when I came on, I seen a few people liking, and I think YouTube actually likes when someone likes your live. So please like and share and let everybody know that we're on here. It's always a good thing. We want as many people as possible to be able to get this information that we're sharing. Have them to join our family. Oh, cool. Hopefully we'll be able to connect. I'll send you the information. Good to see you. Maurice, Lawrence, good to see everybody. Atlanta. I was just in Atlanta last Thursday with my good friend Doc Powell. A concert he did at St. James Live. Amazing concert. Doc is one of my dearest friends. He was actually in my wedding. He was one of the groomsmen in my wedding. I love Doc Powell. So I was able to get to Atlanta and hang out with him. Yeah. Romarcus Jones, good to see you, sir. Please post when you come in on where you are viewing from. Love that. Willie Spell, Chicago, Chi-Town. A lot of good friends in Chicago. Hadn't talked to my buddy Isaiah in a while. Isaiah Sharkey, phenomenal guitar player. But what we're covering today, and a lot of you guys was on last week when we did our live. Greensboro, what's happening? That's Martin. Martin, good to see you. Well, we covered last time we was together at Arlington, Texas. My condolences to the Cowboys. They're going to take an L tonight against my Giants. So my condolences. I'm offering it early, Ed. I'm a New York Giants fan. I'm from New York, so y'all can get ready for that L. But anyway, back to the important stuff. We covered triads last week. We covered We covered the major, minor, diminished, and augmented triads and how they were built, what they were based off of. And if anybody wants to go ahead and type in some of the stuff that we reviewed, Floyd, Spartanburg, South Carolina, good to see you. I had some dear friends in Spartanburg too, absolutely. Josh, pastor, son, the musician there, good friends of mine. Yeah. So if anybody want to chime in, and let's talk about the triads and the stuff that we covered last week, because we're going to actually extend on that today. We talked about the major scale, the major triad, how it was built, off of the intervals or degrees, if you want to say degrees. We talked about the minor scale, how the minor scale was put together. We talked about the diminished and augmented scales, or not scales, I should say chords, how these chords were put together, how they were built. And if anybody wants to type in, that's good. Major, minor, augmented, diminished triads, right? If anybody want to try, kind of chime in and, kind of say exactly what we covered, how we covered, or what you remembered from our last week's live. Major, 1, 3, and 5, the degrees, right? Thank you, Floyd. Thank you so much. The 1, 3, and 5 degrees. So we're in the C. We're talking about the 1, the C, E, and G. That would be major. Floyd is on it. Minor, 1 flat 3. Right, Terry's on it. 1 flat 3. And 5 is the minor. Okay, who wants to do the diminished? Who wants to pull the diminished one up? Give me the formula for the diminished. And I'll wait for you. But that's good. I'm glad you guys are getting it. So when you see this, we are talking about the degrees of the major. That's augmented. Kwame did the augmented. He did 1, 3, and sharp 5. Let's play that. 1, 3, sharp 5. Okay? 1, 3, sharp 5. Right? Okay? Jonathan said diminish is 1, flat 3, flat 5. 1, flat 3, flat 5. See, let me do 1, 3, 1, flat 3, flat 5. It's diminished, right? Right. There we go. So all of these scales, or all of these chords, I keep saying scales, but all of these chords are actually based off the major scale, the degrees of the major scale. Okay, the major scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1. So what do we have? We have C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and back to C. So when we're talking about the degrees of the chord, so if we say 1, so we have the C, the third degree is the E, and then the fifth degree would be G. So for those who weren't with us, who didn't know, just want to bring that up so you would actually understand exactly where we are when we start talking about the degrees. And another thing that we need to make sure that you know is what a sharp and flat is. What is a sharp and what is a flat? So when you talk about sharps and flats, a sharp means going up. Sharp is going up, just like a knife. It's pointing up. That point is up, okay? So if I'm playing a C and I say, okay, we're going to play C sharp, or sharpening that note, we're going to go up. Okay, and I'm going to type in, I have one of you guys. just type in the sharp symbol. So people will recognize. So when they see it written out, they'll be able to understand what you're talking about or what we're talking about. So if anybody could just type in the sharp symbol in the chat, in the comments, I should say. Okay? So if we're going from C and we're sharpening that note, I need the sharp sign. I think you was going for it, but you didn't hit the shift, Mike. You have to hit the shift. There you go, Terry. There you go. Thank you, Sheila. That's it. That's it, Mike. You had did it. Good to see you, Warren. You did it, but you didn't hit the shift to get the number symbol. Right. So when you see that symbol in front of a note, it means sharp. And what does sharp mean? Sharp is going up. Okay? Now, there's another term that you need to understand, a flat. Because like when we were just talking about, they were saying flat 3, you have to understand what flat means. What does flat mean? Flat means going down, just like a tire. If you flatten a tire or things is flat, it goes down. So if I'm in C and I flatten the C, I go to B. So can someone please flatten or show the symbol for flat and comment, please? It's funny because it's pretty ironic because when you go from C and you flatten the C, you go to B. And what is the symbol for flat? What is the symbol for flat? Dwayne Jones, thank you. That's right, a small B. It's a small B. Very good. Thank you, Ed. Thank you, Warren. So when you start to see these symbols and you start to hear these terms, flat and sharp, sharp and flat, just like we was talking about, that's right, lower. That's right. There you guys go. Very good. Thank you so much. So when we was just talking earlier about the diminished, augmented, minor, and major, and people started to write in the comment, they were saying 1, flat 3, and 5. So that meant the third degree of that scale, of the major scale, goes down a half step. Okay, so if we're playing a C triad, right? And we play the 1, flat 3, and 5, we have a minor chord, or we have a minor triad. If we're playing a 1, 3, and sharp 5, we have an augmented. If we have a 1, flat 3, flat 5, we have a diminished. We have a diminished triad. Okay? So, what else? Did I miss one? In the major is 1, 3, and 5. There's no sharps or flat. It's just 1, 3, and the 5th degree of the particular chord. So we have this for a major triad. And this works wherever you are on the fretboard. So if I was to go to the key of A, right? Right? And I wanted to play A triad, I'll play the 1, 3, and 5 of those degrees of the major scale, of the A major scale, which is the A, C sharp, and E, which make up the major triad. So if I wanted to play the A minor triad, I would play the A, the C, and the E. And that's the A minor triad, right? If I wanted to play the A augmented, I'll play the 1, 3, and sharp 5, which is the A, C sharp, and F. And that is the A augmented chord. Of course, the diminished, 1, flat 3, and flat 5. Okay? So let's add another one, which is actually not a triad, but I wanted to add the 7 because I actually love playing 7 chords, be it a dominant chord or a major 7 chord. I like to play the 7 chord. So I got a question. I have a question. So if I wanted to play the A major 7 chord, which is not a triad because we have 4 notes, I just want to throw this in there, and then we're going to go back to the triads because I'm going to play some major 7 chords. So I want everybody to understand. I don't want to confuse anybody. So if I wanted to play a major 7 chord, what degrees am I using? Type it in the comment. Let me know what degrees am I using to play a major 7 chord. Okay? Somebody give that to me. A major 7 chord. 1, 3, 5, and 7. 1, 3, 5, and 7. 1, 3, 5, and 7. Kwame, you off. You missed it. Major 7. You missed it. That's okay though. 1, 3, 5, and 7. 1, 3, 5, and 7. Okay. There we go. Good, Terry. Good, Mike. Good, Sheila. Jonathan. Good. Floyd. Good. So if I was to make that major 7 chord, I could form it like this. And I'm going to change the view so you guys can see my hands pretty good. So if I played it like this, 1, 3, 5, and 7, that's my major 7 chord. That's beautiful. Love the major 7 chord. Could be made like this. Could be made like that. There's different ways you can form it. All these different ways you can play a major 7 chord. Okay? But the formula for the major 7 chord is 1, 3, 5, and 7. Guys have it? You have it? Let me know you're with me. If anybody don't understand, please stop me right here. Stop me right here. Stop me right here. Now, Kwame, who didn't answer the question properly, but he did touch on something that I mentioned. And I said dominant chord, which has a 7 in it. Okay? And what you did, Kwame, you actually answered that question because the dominant chord is made up of the 1, 3, 5, and flat 7. 1, 3, 5, and flat 7. That makes up our dominant chord. See, that's the flat 7. Okay? So the major 7, the dominant 7, right? That's the dominant chord. Okay? All right. So we have major. You're welcome. We have major, minor, diminished, augmented, major 7, and dominant chords. We've covered a lot. That's a lot of good stuff. Good stuff. Yep, that's right, Floyd. Give it to him. That's right. So, now what we want to do is, now that we know these formulas, we know how these chords are built and how they work, let's start to place them in our playing. A lot of times when you hear me play, you hear me using triads because most of the time when I play with a bass player, and the bass player will cover these low notes. So I try to stay away from playing these big full chords because I don't need to, because the bass player is covering these chords. So let's take and do a progression. Someone type in a progression for me. Type in a chord progression. Make sure it makes sense, okay? Type in a chord progression, and we're going to use these formulas. We're going to use the major, the minor, augmented, diminished, major 7, and dominant. So somebody type in a progression. Give me 1, 6, 5, 4. Okay, let's do that one. 1, 6, 5, 4. Okay, we can do it again. 1, 6, 5, 4. Huh. You know what, Floyd? Let me show you something. I knew that progression sound familiar because we can go. One, 6, 5, 4. Somebody tell me what it is. Somebody other than Floyd. I hear you, Ray. See? You see? Just that quick. That's the 1, 6, 5, 4. That's it. That's it. That is the progression. 1, 6, 5, 4. Yeah, that's it. And you can play that by playing triads. Those are triads. Those are triads. Yeah. Okay, Mr. Music Genius said 6, 4, 1, 5. 6, 4, 1, 5. You know what? As a gospel song, I think it's Break Every Chain. There's power in the name of Jesus. Break every chain. See? All of these progressions, you can use these triads. So we started out with the 6, which is the minor. Okay? Then he said 4, which is the F. The 1, see? 5. Yep, see? Mr. Music Genius, break every chain. See, and these are just using these triads. And triads are built how? From off of the major scale, the different degrees of the major scale. So you can create songs. Kwame said 1, 3, 4, 2. Okay, 1, 3, 4, 2. I like it. 1, 3, 4, 2. See, there it is. Can you put a diminish in there? Where? I'm not sure where you want to diminish at. I can play. No, I tell you what I'll do. I'll do it on Kwame's. Let's do this. Right? 4. Let's do that one, okay? And that's adding the diminished, right? So we'll go 1, E flat diminished, 3, right? Then we're gonna go C sharp diminished, right? 4, and I can do 2 that way too. I could do that as well. So we can do the 1, right? Let's do the diminish here, which is the E flat diminish. The 3. I'm gonna play a diminish here, and then play the 4, which is the F, and I'm gonna play that same diminish before the 2, and then I'm gonna play 4, 5, and 1. Okay. 6, 4, 2, dominant 3. 6, 4, 2. And I don't want to end it there. I want to play a 6 behind that Mr. Genius. Mr. Music Genius. Let's do 6, 4, 2, 6. Back to the 6. And these are triads. These are triads. All triads. Let me see. Let me change that diminish like that. Okay? Because I didn't show you that one, but let's do this one. 1, 3, 1 flat 3 and flat 5. So that's using these diminished. Let's do another progression using just the triads that we kind of went over. See, progression 1, diminish. That's the A flat. 6, 4, 1, 5, 1, diminish. I'm sorry, say the chords in the minor 9. Minor 9, say the chord in the minor 9. How don't play triad. That 4 chord, this one looks, it's just inverted. That's not minor. If I play the D, it would be minor, a minor 7, but I'm not. Just inverted. It's an inverted triad. The 4. You can't play the minor 9 as it's not like a triad, because you actually have 4 notes in there. You know, and that's an extended chord, Ray. But yeah, so Mike, so what you were seeing, and I'll change the view. You were seeing an inverted. Those are all inverted. All inverted triads. So that's why when you looked at it, you seen, and it looked like that minor, but it's not. It's inverted. So the song I was playing was like Thank You Lord. So we started out with the 1. That's that A flat diminished. Then this, that minor, it's A minor. Then 4, I'll play it that way. 1, 5, and then 1, that diminished, minors, A minor. Then we're going. So I'm just walking it down from the 4. There's other ways that I could do that, phrasing it, but I don't want to confuse people who may not understand it. But if instead of doing, I can go. So there's different ways you could play it, but just for this example, I want to use the triads and the walk so you would be able to understand exactly how these triads can work. Okay? So the only one that we had not really got into in this particular segment is the augmented, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to add that now. So let's do the same song, and I'm going to add the augmented in to turn around. I'm going to play it on over the 5. Okay? So the 1. I don't like it that way. I like the G7 raised 5 better. I don't like the augmented there. Okay? And you know what? With this, let's play a dominant. Of course, Kwame brought the dominant in. So let's add the dominant into that, okay? Let's add right here off of the 6, okay? So let's go 1, the diminished, A flat diminished, 6, minor. Let's add that 7, and then go to the 4, 1, 5, okay? Then we go again. Okay, so that's 4, the F triad, and C. Okay. Now let's move the diminished. Let's take in that A flat diminished that we're playing. Let's move it. Okay. No, I don't want to play it too fast, Dwayne, and I get what you're saying, but I don't want to play it too fast because I don't want people may not be at your level not to be able to catch it. Okay. So right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play that same progression, and I'm going to move that diminish. Okay. And maybe I'll add something else to that. Let's see. Let's go. Okay, the last chord that I did was a F major, F minor, and then back to the C. So we went major, minor, back to the 1. And there's different ways of playing that minor. Different inversions. Yeah, I wanted to play it faster, but I tend to, when I start to speed up stuff, people will start to miss different things, and I really want everyone to grasp the concept of these triads and how they can be moved and how tasteful they can be. Even just playing inversions. Like, okay, maybe I didn't even talk about that. I think me and Mike started talking about, he mentioned that this chord didn't look like that looked like a minor chord, the way I was phrasing it, okay? So let's talk about that for a second. And that is an inverted triad. So what is an inverted triad? What's the inverted chord? What does that mean? Somebody tell me what an inverted chord means to you. Okay, hang on. Let's go back. Let's before we do inversion. Someone says they were missing the numbers. I'll call out the numbers. Okay. So 1. Okay. So upside down chord. I get you, Floyd. Same note, different order. Thank you. We're going to come back because Floyd mentioned something about calling out the number position. So if I was to call out the numbers, 1, this would be a flat 6, because that's the root. That's the 6. Flat 6 or sharp 5. 6. Okay. 4, 1, 5. 1. Sharp 5 or flat 6. 6. Okay. Then we're going 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 5, 4, and 1. Okay, I'm gonna do it again. Okay, 1, 1, sharp 5, 6, 4, 1, 5, 1, flat 6, 6. Okay? 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 5. So like when I played the 1, I didn't play the root. I just played, see that? 1, 5, 4, minor 4, and then 1. Okay, do it again. Oh, Triple B Nation in my life. In my life be glorified. Yep. Mm-hmm. That's right. Mm-hmm. Yep. Hi. Do you give guitar lessons? Absolutely. Hit me at info@kevinwilsonguitar.com. That's the email address. And the subject matter, put private lessons. Info@kevinwilsonguitar.com. 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 Okay, now I'm going to tell you something about my lessons. I'm only accepting 2 more people. I just accepted 1 person. God bless you. I just accepted 1 person. So I only have 2 more private lesson positions open. I keep it very limited. I don't take a lot of students because I like to be able to give my students attention. And the other thing is I'm working on a lot of other things, so I don't have the time to teach like I would like to. First time catching you live. Excellent lesson. I can't wait to try it tonight. Hey, Alfreda, how are you? Thank you for joining. King, what's happening? What's happening? So, the only thing that I really didn't incorporate today was that augmented. I want to get that in. Did you go to school or did you learn on your own? Hey, Warren, I'm going to tell you what I did. What's up, Eric? What I did was I started playing in church. My father was a Kojic pastor and was a small church, and he needed a band. So he made the family the band. My brother played and whatnot. So I started playing by just listening, by ear. Then what happened was I really got into music, not theory or anything like that, but I started playing professionally early. And what happened was I was limited to certain things, doing certain things. So in order for me to break that barrier and also to open up my playing more, I needed to learn the theory of the instrument so I could be able to expand my playing, understanding the fretboard, being able to play what we just started to touch on a minute ago, which was inversions. What's up, Jack? Good to see you. To be able to understand how these things work and knowing how to build chords. A lot of people always say, Kevin, your chord vocabulary is humongous. It's not so much that it's humongous. It's just I understand that I can use different chords in different positions and play inverted chords like hey Sonia, good to see you. So being able to understand basic theory took my playing from here to here, because I knew that if I'm playing a triad, a 1, 3, and 5, and I invert it to 5, 1, 3, and so on, I can play it up and down the fretboard. Hey, what's up, Aaron? And be able, it sounds like, I hear you, Romarcus, and it sounds like I'm playing all of these different things, but I'm still just playing triads. And these are all triads. 1, 3, 5, 5, 3, 1, 3, 1, 5. Sound like I'm quoting area codes. Yeah, so it's Warren, it sounds so complicated, but it isn't. Let me change the view. Hey, how you doing? God bless you. Good evening. Let me change the view so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. So when we started to talk about inversions, we're talking about switching the numbers up, but not changing the numbers. Because if you change the numbers, it becomes a different chord. But if you invert, all these are inversions. And then playing them back once. I play that a lot. All of those are inverted chords. All these are different inverted chords. So it sounds like, oh God, this guy's playing all these chords. Not playing a whole lot of chords, playing a lot of inversions of the same chords. See that? Ken, what's happening? That's the same chord. That's the C. 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 You catching that? And all it is an inverted triad. And even with that, playing these triads, you can take single notes and start sounding like Mr. Spanky. See that? And then if you throw that augment in, see that? Yeah, still triads. 1, 3, sharp 5. Triad. 1, all 3 notes. 3 notes. All of these are triads. And by taking these triads, moving them around, playing inversions of the same chords, like the minors. The minors. We did the majors. We did the what about the minors? Playing these minors, inverted minors. And these are just 3-note chords. And you take and put the bass player with it and a keyboard player. You got all of these. We have all of these movements, all of these things that we can use, and we're still playing triads. And really didn't even touch the major 7, and we talked about the major 7 chords and the dominant chords. But using these triads and knowing how to play triads will open up your playing from here to here to here. Because once you start to understand the concept and the formula, the 1 3 5, 1 flat 3 5, 1 flat 3 flat 5, 1 sharp 3, 1 3 sharp 5, and all of those concepts, it opens up your playing so much more. What's up, Vincent? You know what, Vincent? I would rather not do a Canton spiritual song. I would rather teach you how the song is built. Not so much playing the song, but understanding the chords and the concept of the song. Because what you lose when you learn just a song, and I get requests, and I understand people want to hear me play different songs, and I get that, and I respect that. But what you lose in that translation, you learn the song. And that's all you learn. You don't learn how the chords are functioning. You don't understand, you don't learn how the chords are moving. You don't learn all of these different concepts. So you can just play that one song. You can play all songs by knowing how these chords are put together, how they function, how they move. And this is what I'm teaching now. And this is what I will continue to teach, because it's going to give you more substance. It's not going to give you that microwave knowledge, which is hot for 15 seconds, and once it's cold, it gets hard, and it's no more good. So I want to give you substance. I want to give you more of an understanding of a song, how it's built, how the chords are moving, why they use these chords, why is this minor 7 flat 5, or this dominant chord, or this diminished chord is put at this particular place, why that minor is played this way, why they're playing a 11 chord, and all of this stuff. So instead of learning Don't Worry About Me, you'll be able to play Don't Worry About Me, Break Every Chain, Mississippi Poor Boy, you name it, Fix It Jesus, all of these different things, and you'll be able to use the same concept, the same understanding as that one song. So I'd rather give you more than, and I know that was a long drawn out answer, but I'd rather give you more than a song. I'd rather give you more stuff where you're able to be able to use it in any situation that you possibly could be in. Okay? All right? So I hope that answered your question. I hope you don't feel like I'm slighting you or any disrespect, but I'd rather students or people learn concept. I want them to have more information. I want them to have more substance than just a song. You know, and that's just my take on it. All right, we have 4 more minutes. Any other questions? Any questions regarding the triads? How to move the triads? No, 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 no. No, no, no apology. No, no apology necessary. Vincent, none whatsoever, because listen, I get that question. I mean, every time I go on social media, I'm asked to play a certain song. I'm asked to play bump music. I'm asked to play different stuff that I feel is cool, but I don't think you get a lot from that. I really want you to get there you go, foundation, formula, and format. I like that. FFF. I like that. That's right, Herbie. That's what it is. Learn how these chords are formed, and man, you'll have so much more. So you can take a triad and play what Stevie Wonder made millions off of. Stevie Wonder made millions off of triads. Okay? Believe me? Do you believe me? Do you guys believe me? Huh? Listen. Did you believe me that Stevie Wonder made millions off of triads? Millions. Tell you what. Here you go. Here we go. What is that? It's triads. He took that and made an introduction. He made a song playing triads. Triads. Okay, let me take the delay off of this. Hang on, let me off of my thingamajig here. All right, let's do this again because I was delaying all over the place. So he took and these are all triads, y'all. All triads. That's the major. That's a B major. That's a B flat minor. Not a B flat, A flat minor. A G triad. A G F sharp triad. See? That's it. That's it. First Lady Jerry, what's happening? That's how it goes. Actually goes. And I said I don't want to get into playing songs, but I wanted you guys to see how important triads are and how you can take triads and do everything. Take triads out of music and you have no music. But you learn these triads and learn how to move triads. Triad. Diminished. How is that happening? Playing the diminished, going back to try, and they all triads. And like, oh my God, what did he just play? All of that. Kevin played all that. Oh my God, didn't play much of nothing. didn't play much of anything, but it sounded like, oh my goodness, listen to that progression. Woo, 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 woo. And it's not even that deep. All it is to it. But when you learn, Vincent, when you learn these triads, learn how to play them. You can play this stuff. I would like for you to teach me how to play. Look like my time is up. Okay, it's 7:02. Listen, I enjoyed spending time with you, amazing people. It's good to see everybody on here. If you had not already, please like this video, share it. If you had not already, please subscribe, hit that notification bell. So when I come on, it says ding, 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 Kevin Wilson is on again. Because you never know, I may just pop on here another time and share some information with you. So if you would, please take care of your family and each other. Keep God first in your life. And I'm telling you, he will change it. Dig in deep. Get these triads. Jump on these triads. And for more information about stuff that I'm doing, you can go to my website at kevinwilsonguitar.com. kevinwilsonguitar.com. For information on Herbie, don't start. For information on private lessons, I have 2 more slots left. Only 2. I'm only taking 2 more people, private lessons. So if you're interested in doing private lessons, be serious about it, because I love playing. I love hanging out. I love sharing, but I don't want to waste your time, and I don't want to waste my own time, because there is a lot that I am working on. So if you're interested in private lessons, I have 2 slots available, only 2. A gentleman on here, I'm not even going to call his name, just got one of the positions, and we're going to get ready to dig in. We're getting ready to really dig in. So if that's something that you're interested in, please hit me up. But for my mini course, I have a free mini course. If you're a absolute beginner, a beginner, intermediate, advanced player, there's something on there for everyone. I went through everything from the rooter to the tutor. I went over every aspect, the autonomy of the guitar and all of that stuff, what these different buttons and whatnot happens and what the purpose all of this stuff is, to going over some basic theory. Okay? Thank you, Marvin. Be sure, Marvin said, I'm going to post this up here so everybody, be sure to like the video. Alfreda, thank you for joining us. Good to see you. Thank you for becoming part of our family. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe as well to our videos. I'm on here every Monday possible from 6 to 7, from 6 p.m. to 7 Eastern Standard Time. So stay tuned, stay connected with me. I appreciate it. For those who are catching this on the rebroadcasts, please do not hesitate to comment, because I read the comments, I answer the comments. I go through all of this stuff so I can make sure that I'm able to answer any questions that we're not able to cover during our time together. But listen, so please, if you're viewing the rebroadcast or you're coming on later, make sure you do that and make sure you like that. You have the vote. Stop playing, Alfreda. You have the 2-5. Dig in. Dig in. Oh, you got the vote. Oh, that's good. Thank you so much. Dig in. A little at a time. Not a whole lot. Don't try to eat the whole cow. Just eat a little piece of it, okay? And chew it up real good and then move on to the rest of it, okay? Again, I thank you guys for sharing your time with me. I enjoy this time with you. I appreciate every one of your questions. And guess what? I'll see you probably next Monday. And for the gentleman who's going to hang out with me this weekend, I'll post that information up. So stay close, stay connected, okay? You guys have a great evening. I'm out.